Hello, work life warriors. I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. How are you today? How are you doing today? How was your day? How was your weekend? Share with me in the chat how your weekend was. What'd you do? Did you do anything fun? Did you play? Did you de stress? Did you do anything that made it so come Monday morning, you were ready to get up and go back to work and enjoy yourself? Huh? Let me tell you what I did, or at least on Saturday. I did a relay race, a 5K, or not a relay race, a 5K. I technically did two 5Ks at once. My niecey Pooh is in Girls on a Run, and she asked if I could be her running partner. And so I ran with her doing a 5K Girls on a Run, in addition to a virtual 5K as well. So I did a virtual 5K while at a physical 5K. The virtual 5K was Rise and Stride. If you ever heard about a company called Rise Against Hunger, they are on a mission to end world hunger by 2030. And so I joined them and did the Hunger 5K. It was this Saturday, so I did it virtually at the Girls on the Run, and it was so much fun to see so many little girls enjoying themselves, running, being empowered, having community. And so I was able to play and exercise all at once and bond with my niece and her friends. I met her best friends and her crew or squad, which was so cute. And so I enjoyed myself this week, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please share with me in the chat what you did to play this weekend, how you enjoyed yourself this weekend. Um, and right now, well, normally I come in on Mondays and I give you a stress management tip, tool, trick, or technique to help you manage stress. But today, I just kind of wanted to have open lines. Let you ask any questions you want about stress, about wellness. Um, Let you just kind of let this just be like a talking forum where you can just discuss anything that is bothering you, stress related, whether it's in your personal life or your professional life. um, Anything related to wellness, how you can practice stress management. I am just here to kind of offer this avenue or this opportunity to chat. And in the meantime, I'll just kind of talk about, the influence of stress in our everyday lives. Feel free, obviously, to jump in and ask any question you have um, about what it is that I'm saying. So, yeah, stress. I come to realize from my professional understanding of what stress is and how it shows up in our very life that stress is just something that can make or break us depending on how we view it and how we use it. But ultimately, man has created technology as the answer to stress. And so, for instance, when we lived off the land and we wasn't necessarily sure where our next meal would come from, we designed or learned how to plant, how to create ways of planting off the land, living off the land, cropping off the land, so that we can consistently have food so we don't have to worry about hunger. So we created the tools and the technology to plow the land and turn it over and to basically harvest the land so that we as a species could thrive, survive, and not die out in so that we can increase our numbers, right? And so when we think about technology, it was created to be the answer to stress. If you had something going on that you needed to get that message to someone across the pond, if you had something distressing going on and you really need to share the message, whether it was distressing or you stressing, you needed to share the message. It's very stressful that one is going on to you, and two, that you can't get that message to your loved ones or whoever needs to hear it, whether it's you need to summon a doctor. And so we created technology to solve that. Phones, emails, telegraphs, bird and pigeon, just anything, any tool at our disposal to solve our stress problems. And so technology is always has always been basically like our answer to what is stressing us out. And so although technology plays such a big part in our lives, in our everyday lives, especially in this society, we have to make sure that we're using technology to benefit us and not to stifle us, right? It's very easy for something that was created for good to be turned into a tool of distraction, right? Something that um, takes us further away from our objectives, our goals, our missions, our dreams, what it is that we're trying to accomplish, the connections we're trying to make. And so it is our responsibility to use technology, wisely and appropriately, and not replace it with our reality, because it was created as a solution to our everyday stressors, not to substitute living. And I feel like that is what many of us are using social media or technology for, is to substitute living. We think we are so frail. We think that if we are hurt or stressed, we can't heal, we can't get back, we can't make it better. And so we opt not to do certain things, or not to play, or not to try, just because it's the safer option, when really we have the opportunity to build resiliency, or to grow from stressors. We have the possibility to use technology to further our goals, our dreams, our objectives, our healing, our all of our anything in life that is causing a pain point or stress point. We have the ability to take care of it through technology, as long as we're not using it in a way that is detrimental to us, using it in maladaptive ways. And I would say, from my personal experience, I go out and I constantly see people with their heads buried in a phone. You're at dinner tables with people and they are on their phones. They're not even connecting. People think that they have true friendships because they have 2 million followers or 60,000 followers, but people are more lonely than they've ever been. And so I believe that we are misusing technology. We are not using it in the appropriate way to help push our lives forward. We're actually using it as a tool to distract ourselves. And in my opinion, this is not how our ancestors would have wanted us to use technology. Technology is supposed to work in side by side with life, not like in exchange for life, right? Most people are living more virtually than they are in real life. In real life, they just existing, but online they have such a beautiful life. Everything is so amazing. They tell you the tale that they want you to see. They make it so their life seems so interesting virtually, but in real life, they're really suffering. They're in pain. They don't really enjoy this experience. They are just numbing themselves or distracting themselves through technology in one form or another. It is said that we, spend 4 to 6 hours a day watching TV or on social media. If you think about that, you have 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours at work. That's 16 hours. You only have 8 hours left over. So including like food, getting dressed, exercising, all the things that you need to do, 4 to 6 of those hours are on watching TV. And as you can guess, most of what we're watching is not beneficial. It is not helping us grow, develop, stress, learn. It's not de-stress or learn. It is not adding anything beneficial to us. It's not in any positivity. We don't grow. We don't learn. We're just thoroughly entertained. We numb ourselves, and we just don't want to feel. We had a hard day. We just want to go home and vegetate, which I understand. Vegetation, sometimes rest is very important. You can get so much done after you have rested. So rest is never a bad thing. It is what you need for balance, but you can't do too much resting in exchange for pursuing your purpose or serving the world, because everything comes at an opportunity cost. So 4 to 6 hours of TV a day is at the opportunity cost of you bonding with your kids, reading to gain knowledge, working on your goals and dreams, being your best self, relaxing, playing, enjoying life just in general. And so it is in our best interest to make sure that we're keeping technology in the place that it belongs, which is a tool to our lives or for our lives and not our life, right? Technology should not be our life. If you can't go without your phone, if you constantly have it attached to your hand, you're checking voicemails, emails, um, DMs, chats, constantly, your social media constantly. It can't be beneficial for your health, your well being, your self esteem, your self value, your self worth. Because again, especially in this world, if we're judging ourselves about how productive we are, we can't be that productive if we're exchanging so much time for just entertainment. Now, entertainment has a place in society, of course. It's important for us to enjoy the experience that we're having, but we need to put it in its correct place. It shouldn't just be we work, 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 and then entertain ourselves the rest. When are we growing? When are we developing? When are we working on ourselves? When are we practicing wellness? When are we working on our spirituality? When are we being our best selves? When are we connecting? When are we doing all the things that really matter? Stephen Covey, in his book, talks about a matrix, and he talks about how people spend a lot of time on things that are urgent but not important, or not urgent and not important, when really you should be spending your time in quadrant 2, which is not urgent but important. So what it is that you do throughout the day and in your life should be through the lens of what's important, what needs to be done now, what is preventative, how can I do things today that will make the life that I want tomorrow, or what can I do to grow today so I could become the person that I want to be tomorrow. And with all of the stresses that we have in our lives that are constantly demanding from us, we have to figure out how can we alleviate certain stressors, how can we be better, do better, how can we delegate, how can we allow our emotions to resolve behind that particular stressor. We have so much power to change the course of our lives, the course of our day, the course of our emotions. We can design the type of life that we want. We just got to be willing to do the work and not distract ourselves, especially with technology. It is a solution, but now the solution has become the problem. And so it is up to you to manage yourself, to make sure you are doing right, to your body, by your community and your family and all of the people that you make commitments to, by doing the work to be in addition to do. We don't just want to do all day, whether that's work, whether that's on social media, whether that's doing to please other people. We want to take the time to be, to develop, to grow, to sit still, to be in the quiet, to reflect, to ask for divine guidance, to connect to whatever you believe in, source, God, Allah, and many others out there. It is your responsibility to transform your life into something that you can be proud of, something that you wake up every day excited to do, that you don't have to hit the snooze button 11,000 times because you don't want to go to work, you don't know why you work, you're just doing it because everyone else is doing it, or you need to pay bills. But we need to have purposeful movement. We need to know why we're doing what it is that we're doing, why we behave that way, why we reach for certain tools and solutions. Because if not, the very thing that you're doing can become what is hindering you. It becomes the problem. So although technology was the solution to the problem, now it is the problem itself. And you have to do a good job in managing yourself and managing your stressors. And technology is a real big part of that. Our body has not caught up to all of the advances in technology. And so you still have to honor your human self and practice wellness. You have to honor the limitations of your body and seek balance and harmony, and look for situations that are aligned to what you value, where there's synergy, so you don't feel like that you're just tolerated but more so celebrated, and you're where you're supposed to be. And so Again, stress is so important to our everyday life. It is something that we will have to deal with, whether it's good stress or bad stress. We want to make sure we're limiting how much stress that we're having or we're intaking every single day, because regardless of if it's good stress or bad stress, too much stress is bad for us. We want to not use technology as the only tool to de-stress, because technically television and social media are maladaptive behaviors, especially if you are judging your value, your worth, your self-esteem on these platforms, or what do you do in your spare time. And so, again, it's up to us to ground ourselves, to live, to choose to live and not just exist. And that comes along with practicing wellness and making sure that you are showing up to be your best self. And that you are eliminating your stressors so that you could be your best self for your family, your friends, your community, your employer, or whatever it is that you are, or whoever it is that you are serving in this world. So, share with me in the chat your thoughts. What do you think about what we just talked about? How do you use technology? Is it becoming a part of the problem now? Do you see technology as the solution, or our ancestors created technology as the solution to the stress problem? What are your thoughts on that? Please share with me in the chat. I would love to hear what you think about this. I've been having this chat with other people. I know stress intimately, and I know it expertly. So just thinking about combining the two and realize, like, aha, the reason why we created technology is due to our everyday stresses. If we lived in paradise and everything was fine, we wouldn't have problems to solve. And so just tell me what you think about that. If you're using technology adaptively, or if you use maladaptive behaviors to kind of numb yourself or distract yourself because the situation that you're in isn't ideal, and you just want to, vegetate and not think about it and withdraw from the world. So I hope this helps. I hope that you have a plan to play today after work. Right now it's about 2:47. So I hope you have a plan to play. You worked today, you had a plan to work. So that must mean you have a plan to play. Playing is not optional. If you work hard, you must play hard. I offer that you should play harder than you work. It is your responsibility to play every day, play in your way. It doesn't matter what other people around you think. If they think your type of play or your form of play is childish, impractical, or selfish, as long as you are not physically impacting anyone, it is your responsibility to enjoy your life and add all of the things that bring fun, play, laughter, light, joy, goodness into your life, so that your overall quality of life improves. We can do it. We have the autonomy to add play into our lives, regardless of what others thinks. What we value, we make time for. So if you value honoring a biological need, which is play, it's food, water, sleep, sex, play, in that order. If you value honoring yourself and fulfilling your biological needs, you would not make play optional. You would put it on your schedule, just like you feed yourself or you sleep. It is non-negotiable. So play, uh, make a plan to play. You play every day in every way. You play at work, you play home, you play on your way home. Play is so very beneficial to your overall quality of life. And once you start playing, it feels initially silly at first, but once you start playing, you'll be glad that you did. You'll feel the benefits, and you'll want to start playing to play more. And you'll find new and fun and creative ways to incorporate more play into your life, more joy, more fun, more creativity, so that your overall satisfaction increases, and you want to, wake up every single day and fulfill your goals, dreams, or whatever obligations you have for the day. And so I play, and it was the key that changed my life. And so much so that I've dedicated my life to play and using play as a tool for stress management. And I know it will change your life too if you go out there and play. So, as always, thank you so much, Work Life Warriors, for being a part of our tribe and our community and going out there and play. Living is a shared experience. So, if you are happy, I'm happy, then the world becomes happier. If you're miserable, misery loves company, and we all suffer. So I hope this helps, work life warriors. I will see you on Wednesday for your wellness work break. Check out my social media and websites for my upcoming stress management fun shop. That's every third Saturday of the month. I will be restarting laughter yoga come June. And as I do stress management lifestyle consulting, just look for the details in my chat or on my social medias or on my website if you are interested in figuring out how to figure out what your stresses are, how to alleviate them, and how to get the support to sustain them. So have a great day, work life warriors. I will see you Wednesday at 2 o'clock for your wellness work break. And as always, have a great day.